Hello, and welcome to my Pick Three at a Glance family and first-time viewers. Welcome. Today is December the 12th, and we're going to do the rundown on the 049 that fell December the 11th, 2022. And with the Pick Three at a Glance system, we take 22 numbers and do the 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers, and we have all 1,000 numbers in it. Possible combinations at a glance. And this system works for any state, anywhere in the world or on the globe where they're using 1,000 numbers, because you can track the actual 1,000 numbers at a glance. That's why I say we're the home of no tic-tac-toes, no date subs, no grids, no flips, no multiple 100 different rundowns that they try to hit the number the next day. The system is not set up for you to win. It's set up for you to lose. So you have to have a strategy where you can track the actual 1,000 numbers so you can see at a glance what's going on with those numbers, the total numbers, all right? And with my system, you can do that. And for the 049, here's the data and the history of how these numbers fall. This is the data of Missouri evening draw right here, all right? From 2015 till today, which is December the 11th, that it came out. All right. So this is kind of how these numbers work and how they fall, and they don't fall too much different from too many states. If you see that it's July the 18th, and then it skipped 2 years, 1920, before it came out again. So that's why you just can't say you played a number because it comes out more, because that number could stop playing when you're carrying it and don't come out for another 2 years if you're not tracking to see what's going on with the actual 1,000 numbers. Okay, so this is what we have here. We have on the 049, we're going to do the 1-1 rundown on it. Right here. Last time, today is the 12th. Yesterday was the December 11th, 2022. With the 1-1 rundown in Missouri evening draw. Last time it came out was February 7th, 2021. This is a straight. It can come 6 different ways. It can come 049, 094, 409, 490, 904, and 940. All right. Okay. Here we have the 1-1 rundown that we're going to do. We're going to have the 1-1 rundown that we're going to do on the 049. All right. All right, we're going to have the 1-1 rundown that we're going to do on the 049. And what we're looking for with the 22 columns that we're going to have is where this 049 is and on what column. And here's the base numbers, the 22 numbers, which are the base numbers that makes up the columns. You got 012, 013, 014, 015, 016, 017, 018, 024, 025. 026, 027, 037. That's the 12 straights that make up 12 columns. Then you have doubles, all right? And doubles are numbers that have 2 like numbers, like 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, triple zeros, 011, 022, 033, and 044. That's the 10 doubles that makes up the 22 numbers that makes up the whole columns, all right? And these numbers here can come 6 different ways, and these numbers here come 3 different ways, except for the triples could only come 1 way. So we're going to do the 1-1 rundown on the 049, and this is the most powerful and effective rundown you can use, all right? Because it puts everything in numerical order and everything easy for you to locate when you're looking for it. Okay, so when you add 1 to 0, you get 1. And then you just count down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you get to the 9 and you add the 1, it's going to really be 10, but you don't use the 1 in the 10th spot. You only use the 0. All right? Same here. You go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you got the 4 at the bottom, 4 at the top, you add it correct. Same here. You're going to go 9, which you're just going to use the 0. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 at the bottom, 9 at the top. You're done. Simple math. Everything in numerical order. Now what you want to do is find out where this 049 is and what column. All right, and then what base number. What it is, here you see that it's going to be column 4 is 015, but here with the rundown is 150. Same number, but just one of the 6 different ways that it can come. And it's in column 4. You're going to column 4. You're going to find the 015 in that column, in column 4, but it's going to show as 904. So let's go. Column 4, right here. Go down, and here's your off your master sheet, and there's your 904. Bam, at a glance. All 1,000 numbers right here that you can always follow and check to see what's going on with them every time a number falls. All right? Now, how do we get the 1,000 numbers? Like I said, these here, each one of these columns, the numbers can come 6 different ways. So when you're looking at a column of 10, you're not just looking at 10 numbers. You're looking at 60 numbers per column. All right? So what we have here, and you got 12 numbers. So 12 times 60 equals 720 numbers. All right? Then with the doubles, you got the same thing. You got 10 numbers, but you're not just looking at each column as 10 numbers. You're looking at them as 30 numbers. And you have 9 of those. The triples can only come one way, which is 10 of those. So you got 9 times 30 equals 270 numbers, all at a glance. You total that is 720 and 270. You have 990 numbers at a glance you're looking at of those 1,000. Plus the 10 of the triples that can only come one way. You got 10. Add 10 to the 990, you got 1,000 numbers. And your odds in pick 3, the best odds of all the games is 1 in 1,000. All right? So, these odds will never change. These numbers rotating in different ways will never change. But you always got your eye on every one of these numbers and what they're doing and what column it fell off of or what column it didn't. So when you plan a number, you'll know exactly what column your number is on and how these numbers are not falling or falling off of what column. So if your number don't fall, you'll know what column it did fall off of. So if it did fall off, if your number is not in that column, you won't worry about it. You just keep following the numbers and follow the columns. And then when you hit, you'll know how long it took a column to fall. If you got a column that ain't fell in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, when you hit, you'll know to go get your numbers off that column by law of average. That's where your number's going to come in at. All right. This here is a monthly sheet for December. But I have an annual sheet that I've been tracking the numbers for the whole year and what's going on with all the numbers for the whole year. So I'm never guessing a number and what's going on with it because I'm looking at them for the whole year. All right. This here is a monthly sheet, like I said. You carry these sheets from month to month. Next month, I'll do an annual sheet and I'll do a monthly sheet for 2023. All right, for 2023, I do an annual sheet and a monthly. The monthly sheet is to let me know what numbers didn't fall off of what column. So if I got a column, like I said, ain't fell in 30, 69 days, that's where I'm looking to get my numbers from. Another thing that's beautiful about this 1-1 rundown and tracking these columns is that in the pick 3 world, you're going to hear about opposite numbers or mirror numbers. Okay, they're the same, opposite and mirror numbers. And what it is, it takes the 1,000 numbers and let's say divide them in half. And let's say you have triple zeros to 499 and 500 to 999. That's for the bottom. So, reason being, 0 is opposite of 5, 5 opposite of 0, 1. It's opposite of 6, 6 opposite of 1, 2 opposite of 7, 7 opposite of 2, 3 opposite of 8, 8 opposite of 3, 4 opposite of 9, 9 opposite of 4. So let's say I'm playing 0, 1, 2, and the lottery plays 5, 6, 7. They just played my opposite number, which is that 5, 6, 7. If I'm playing 7, 8, 9, and the lottery plays 2, 3, 4, they played my opposite number, which is that 7, 8, 9. But they played the 2, 3, 4. Simple. And the beauty of this, and using this with the law of average, every number in its opposite is in each one of these columns at a glance. Reason being, 0, 1, 2 here, the opposite of it is 5, 6, 7. 5 can be a 0, 0 can be a 5. 6 can be a 1, 1 can be a 6. 7 can be a 2, 2 can be a 7. Same here, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, opposite. 2, 3, 4, opposite it, 7, 8, 9. In any one of these columns, the opposite number is with it. That's good in law average. Same way here with the doubles. Right here, 0, 0, 1, opposite it is 5, 6, 5, 5, 6. 0, 1, 1, opposite it is 5, 6, 6. All at a glance. And let's do the triples. Triple zeros, opposite triple fives. Triple ones, opposite triple sixes. Triple twos, all at a glance. That's powerful. Working with the law of average and knowing what's going on with the numbers at all times. Simple reason, if you got a column here ain't fell off in 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days, and you realize that in that column, that a number and its opposite ain't played, like the 0, 1, 2 and the 5, 6, 7, you definitely want to play those two numbers. Because by law of average, one of those two numbers is going to fall off that column. Or if you got 4 of them like that, the 0, 1, 2, the 1, 2, 3, the 5, 6, 7, and 6, 7, 8, you definitely want to play those 4 numbers. If you 4 months or 3 months out in the column ain't hit. And you play them, like I say, you play them till they come. If you pick them, you stick with them. All right? So if you're working with the law of average, you know by the law of average, and as you tracking the numbers, you'll see what's going on with your numbers in your state. All state numbers rotate differently. Midday numbers and evening numbers all rotate differently. That's why you have to track all your numbers. You're just not going to be able to see that with the tic-tac-toes, the dates, sums, the grids, the flips, the mirrors, and the multiple other different rundowns. You're not going to be able to see it like this. Plain and simple. Okay? Now, if you got something that's working for you and you're happy with it, you know it's working. That's all I can say. But there's no guessing about this working because you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. All right? Now, but I have to put things in perspective for you and give you a reality check. Even with this being the best game to play in the lottery, with the best odds of winning, because with me, it's teachable, winnable, and doable. And I can teach this system in 30 minutes to anybody that wants to know. I don't have to do a lot of explaining because it's simple. All right? I use the KISS effect. Keep it super simple. All right? This reality check, you got 1,000 numbers. All right? If you play 300 and you got 365 days in the year, if you play a different number every day of those 1,000 numbers, you still got 635 numbers you ain't going to hit. Again, you got 1,000 numbers, 365 days out of the year. You got 635 numbers you ain't going to hit because this 365 is pretty much a third of those 1,000 numbers. So you only got a third of those numbers that you're going to hit in a year. but they still got the best odds of all the lottery. But you have to, this pick three is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Take your time, be patient, track the numbers down. Look at the numbers, see how the numbers are rotating. If you're an everyday player like myself, it pays out in the end. Because you won't ever have to guess a number because you're looking at all the actual 1,000 numbers. You just ain't gonna see that with no other system. Not be able to glance and look at it at a glance. Unless you got, I don't know what websites. I don't really mess with websites because I don't need them. Because I got a sheet here that I can track everything at a glance with 22 columns of all 1,000 numbers. Okay. Another thing. Take this column here. All right. If you took this column of 10 numbers and played them 365 days out of the year, don't miss a day. The best you're going to get out of this column is 3 of them going to come exactly the way they are. All right? 3 out of the whole year. But they still got the best odds. But I'm letting you know what you're up against with the pick 3. But that's going to be okay because you're going to know where these 3 are falling at or not falling at right here on these columns. And the thing about it, in the next year, if you take the same column, the most you're going to get out exact is 3. And the next year after that, 3. The next year after that, 3, pretty much. Next year after that, 4. Now, you're going to have your odd years, but most of them, you're going to only get 3. Most of those years. That's powerful. And the thing about it, like I said, you got all the mirrors and the opposite at a glance. The first day, first thing I'd say, take these 22 numbers and do the 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers. And the first day you use this sheet, you're going to see the power of it. The first number, when you'll realize that you can tell what's going on with all 1,000 numbers and looking at the mirrors at the same time. All right? So if you like what you're hearing and seeing so far, please like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'm set up my boards so I can show you the show you the other simple strategies that I have for pick 3 at a glance. All righty, right here. Okay, let's go over to my other strategies, which are fairly simple. All right, this here is strategy number 2, and it's tracking the pairs all at a glance. Easy and simple sheet to use, but powerful. Okay? We had the 049 to come in that we just ran down on. Okay? What you're going to do on the pair, you're going to mark the 04, the 09, and the 49. The 04, the 09, and the 49 here, okay? Because it got 3 separate numbers, different numbers, got 3 different pairs. If you get a double, like the 112, you'll mark the 11 and the 12, because it got 2 different numbers. And if you get a triple like triple twos, you're going to do just the double twos so you don't miss that pair. And at the end of the month, this monthly sheet on 3, monthly strategy, whatever pairs you don't mark off, you know those are pairs to carry over to the next month. And the reason this tracking pairs is important, because you can have a number like 1, 2 as a pair, you don't mark for 3 months. So if you play a number with 1, 2 in it, you ain't hit it in 3 months, because you only get 3 chances out of the year, pretty much. So that's why it's important to track the actual numbers and see what's going on with them. Same here for single digit numbers. What I did, I made a count from 0 to 9, 3 of them. So I'll know at all times what number hit in what spot and what spot it didn't hit in. So like this 049, I'd mark the 0 off here. I'll mark off the 4 here and the 9 on the back. So at the end of the month, whatever number I don't mark off if that's open, I know where to play that number if I'm looking to play it with a number. Okay, let's say this 160 number I'm playing daily, and I realized for the month that 6 didn't fall in the front spot at all. All right, I'm definitely going to play that number as 601 and 610 along with my 160 straight box. I'll play the 601 50 straight, dollar straight, however you want to play it, or the 610 50 straight or dollar straight. That's usually how I play it. I always know where those numbers are at, and if I got a number playing and I realize that one of those numbers didn't fall in a certain spot, then I got something to work with. I know where to play my numbers. This here is monthly too. Or if you got a number, say you can have a number on the end not fall for 60 days. That's the most I've seen them not fall in certain spots, about 60. But everybody's number's gonna run different. The only way you're gonna know is you're tracking the actual numbers. And pick 3 is the only one that you can do this on. The only game with the best odds to do it on. This here is tracking the front pair, back pair. It's powerful also. All right. So these numbers at the top and the bottom with the line through them, the same exact numbers. All right. So on 04, I'll mark off the 04 front pair. And then I'd mark off the 49 back pair. All right. End of the year, or during the year, I'm always knowing where my pairs stand. So let's say I realized, like last year, I realized that the 6-0 back pair hadn't failed. And my number that I was playing is 160. So I was playing my number. I'm playing that number and playing it heavy. To a degree within budget. And then and I realized too that 06 front hadn't failed, and the 6-0 back hadn't failed last year. Well, year before last. So this year, and I realized too that the 600 hadn't failed. So the thing I did, I put that on my bucket list, and I hit it pretty good. But I wouldn't have known that if I wasn't doing this easy little tracking system, tracking the front pairs and the back pairs, and using my master sheet to see what numbers have failed for the year and hadn't failed. You got to do this. It's easy and it's simple. If you're gonna be a better pick 3 player and a better winner, track the numbers. That's the key. Same here. Everything at a glance and organized. What I did, I took my doubles because I at a glance I wasn't happy with how I could check them and make sure know what fell and what didn't fall. Okay. Here, what I did, like the opposite I was showing you, and the opposite and the mirrors, I took all these doubles and put them in opposite and mirror positions. Okay. So when a number like here, 001 and 110 is a pair, 556 and 665 is a pair, but they opposite each other or mirror each other also. Because a 5 is a 0, 0 is a 5, a 1 is a 6, 6 is a 1. So if any of these pairs don't fall through the year, I know it. Or if any of these pairs and its opposite don't fall at a glance, I know it. All right? And then for the whole year, as I'm marking them off like this, if any of these four numbers in any of these columns don't fall, I know it at a glance. And those are the numbers that I'll carry over to the following year. All right? Those numbers I carry over to the following year. Because by law average, numbers are going to fall off of these four, or one of these four, if they didn't fall at all that previous year. And I don't have to guess. I don't have to start all over from scratch trying to find numbers to play when I know by law average they're going to rotate out. I used to start off from scratch and it just wasn't adding up. Then I realized the numbers that wasn't falling the prior year was the numbers that was coming in the next year by tracking. Never would have caught that if I wasn't tracking and just playing numbers and pulling numbers out of the air and out of the sky and everywhere. Okay. All righty. And here we have my numbers that for the year for December to play. Everything in red we hit already. The 160, the 076, and the 574 is my everyday carry numbers, all right? And the ones that are left that we haven't marked off yet haven't came in, and we've had some recent hits not too long ago. But check my other videos, my previous videos, and you'll see that. I'm just giving you a glimpse of where we at right now. The Missouri evening draw. This is from tracking Missouri evening draw. And like that 160, 076, and 574 haven't came out like that all in 15 years. And it didn't come out at all in the six-way combinations in 2021. That's why I picked it up. And I've been carrying, I'm going to keep carrying those numbers. Because I know by law average, they'll come and they'll be my money paydays, big money paydays. All right, but I've hit pretty good on them already because you see they all came already. But I knew how to put them in what positions, but my everyday carry. All right. You see the 459 in the bottom, the 457 down in the bottom corner over there. It came my hit. These here numbers mirror each other for the rest of the year. This 456 is 901. Then there's 233 788. There's 225 770. They haven't came out yet. See, you always got a bucket list you can build of numbers to play. And every year, these numbers are different. And the only way I know how to play them is by tracking them. All right. So if you like what you see, please like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you can always get in touch with me, momoneyterry@gmail.com, or you can call 314-260-9801. Or just leave a comment, and I'll hit you back. Only thing, I almost rather for you to call or email me because people are saying these comments are not coming up right on YouTube. And they see comments disappear, and I've had that instance where my comments have just disappeared. I don't know where they go. And I don't want nobody thinking that I'm ignoring them or not answering responding to their comments. But if you email me, 9 out of 10, I get it. Or if you call, or email me and send me your number, or email me and I'll send you my number. All right. All right, family. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.